Hi, I'm Bijon Sidhu. I'm number 12 for SPU basketball, and I play point guard.
Bijon, it's been a strange season so far. Good news is you're home for a pair of games this week against the Alaska schools. How does it feel to be back home at Rome Pavilion?
It's honestly really great to be home. We've had a long journey, especially the last week. I think 3 games on the road. Obviously it's tough to travel that much with classes and whatnot. And obviously we love playing at home, so it's nice to be home for 2 games and kind of recharge, get a little rest, but still, have 2 big games coming up this week.
You mentioned 3 games on the road, and that is correct. In fact, you played 4 games in 8 days, just one of those at home. Team got a split 2-2 in that. How do you feel about that on that really tough stretch?
I feel like we won 2 tough games and 2 games that we definitely needed to win. The game against Simon Fraser, I think, was tough for everybody. Definitely one that we wanted to capitalize on, but learn some lessons and you move on from it.
The one home game you played here was a makeup game for an earlier postponed game. St. Martin's, it was on a Monday. That was the last time we played in Brome Pavilion, and the last shot of the game was Shaw Anderson, left corner right in front of the bench. Describe what happened on that play.
That was, crazy play. Devontae, I think, brought it down, had it on the left wing. We got a big-time stop on the other end in order to get that shot. And he found Shaw in the corner. Shaw had a big-time shot and gave us a much-needed win.
You're a good shooter yourself. For some reason, that left corner has been very successful for Falcons teams, not just this year. Sharif Khan has really thrived there. What is it about shooting the corner that, why do you think this team's so good from there?
Obviously something we work on a lot in practice. We shoot a lot of threes every day in practice, especially from the corners. And outside of that, I think a lot of guys like to work on that as well. We have a lot of hard workers on the team who stay in the gym and like to get a lot of shots up.
How frustrating has this been where games are scheduled and you've had 3 games postponed, one of them you made up already, and one of them was a game up in Fairbanks and that's Thursday's opponent here in Seattle. How frustrating is that to have games scheduled and not be able to play them? It's
definitely frustrating, but at the same time, it's kind of the situation we're in right now with COVID-19 pandemic and everything else going on. So it's somewhat expected. We obviously want to play every game that we can on the schedule when it's scheduled, but there's certain circumstances that are out of our control. So you do what you can and make the best of every situation.
Great. Well, technically this is the second swing through the GNAC schedule, even though you haven't played everyone. The one team you haven't played is Alaska Fairbanks Thursday. Do you know anything about them?
I know they have 2 big-time players in Shadid Shabazz and I forget his first name, but Sparling. I think they have a couple other Division I transfers as well. But it'll be a big-time game for us. I know Shadid really likes to score, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good challenge for us.
Great. Well, let's tell us a little bit about yourself. Just how did you get to Seattle Pacific?
So I actually went to high school in this area, and then I transferred to a prep school, probably the best high school league in the country, in NEPSAC, and I went to Vermont Academy, and I played there for 2 years. And then I actually went to a junior college down in Pensacola, Florida, Pensacola State. Had a good experience there, made a lot of good friends, definitely a great learning experience. It was great basketball, but it was just, time for me to find a real home, and hopefully that's what I have here.
And why did you pick SPU?
The coaches are great, the guys are great, I love the gym. Obviously it's close to home, which is really important for me and my family. And Seattle's just a great city.
Great. Not the easiest year to integrate into a team because it's such a veteran squad that has everyone back from last year, but how do you feel like that process has been for you working into this team?
I feel like it's been pretty easy. The guys have made it really easy for me, helping me out, integrating when I need help or whatnot with plays or certain standards and everything like that. So that really made the transition as easy as possible.
Boy, one area you really fit in this team is free throw shooting. Each of the last 2 years, SPU led the nation in free throw accuracy. You're perfect this season in 7 tries. Number one, why is this team as a whole so good at shooting free throws?
That's one thing we really emphasize in practice is making free throws. We probably do it 3-4 times throughout practice where you got to make a certain amount of free throws in a row as a team, and that really, it's accountability for everybody because if one guy misses, we all got to restart. So the whole team really needs to be good free throw shooters, and it's something we really pride ourselves on.
Is that something you've always been good at or something you developed over time?
When I was in high school, I actually wasn't too good of a free throw shooter at all, partly because, I wasn't too good of a shooter either. I would just kind of rush through it, but it's really a routine thing and a practice thing, and once you find comfort in it, it's you find your rhythm and you can really make a lot of free throws.
Free throws harder when a game is on the line versus one in, say, the first 39 minutes of a game?
For me, it's really no different. Like, I'm shooting a free throw the same way every single time, regardless of what time it is. So as long as I have my good rhythm, I know it's going in.
Great. And lastly, tell us, what are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in business here at SPU.
You have clearly some more years to play ball here and attend classes, but what do you see yourself doing at the end of this?
Honestly, I really hope I can play professional basketball somewhere. If not, I mean, I have family business that I would love to do as well, but basketball is definitely my dream.
Great. Bijon, thank you so much for your time and good luck this week.
Thank you. Go Falcons.